Good morning, everyone. June 10th, 2026, around 6 o'clock in the morning, CEST. Today I started again from this time separator and this inflection point right here. Started with our usual daily slope. Extended back to yesterday, got some resonance on the rectangular shape right here, as you can see. So price is responding to this shape. Then I extended this shape down since I figured that price would actually make a pullback before it then continues upward. I think there is a small case, or at least the bigger case is to make for bullish movement today. As it stands now, I think that price is looking for this resistance right here before then making a pullback to these levels and then continuing its way bullish. I think today is going to be a quiet day, so not too much spectacular price action going on. Basically just a pullback to this time right here. Around 9 o'clock, and then advancements till the end of the day. Our daily range sits around 115.6, the upper bound, I mean. The second upper bound is actually around 116, relatively precise. So I think there is a case to make for price action to reach these levels, maybe today. Of course, that would be great in terms of volatility. I'm not sure if we're going to get that. Maybe it's only going to be 115.8, but that's where I currently stand in terms of my target estimations for today. Just on a small side note, I will be, I think, out for most of the day, so I'm not sure if I will be able to take any positions. Like I said, I'm having my eye on this mark right here around 9 o'clock, where prices should dip to about 115.4. I'm just gonna put a small alarm there, and hopefully I will be able to respond timely. Let's see. All right. That's progress, I guess. So we were expecting price to hit the bottom of this channel. All right. We can actually see that price moved up more than we had expected. And it didn't actually reach the bottom of this channel at all. Price kept pushing. We put on the red circle here. The red circles basically being price crossing these time separators, and then we just extend out to one of these inflection lines, and they sometimes give us useful information as to where the market could change. And we actually had a very nice, let me zoom in a bit. We had some very nice price action along the rim of this circle. Usually this is a good sign. And that's why I was really thinking that this could actually be a sign that this is our low. Okay. So instead of price actually going to the bottom of this channel, this could actually be our low. Okay. So, and this is why I decided to put in a position here. I have to note I wasn't at my trading station much today. Also taking this position, I wasn't watching this move actually happen. I actually had an appointment, and then when I came back, price was here. So I thought, well, that's maybe not such a bad place to get in. This could very well be our daily low. Yeah. Price action following kind of reflected this, so a very strong move up and then a strong move back, just to give us some last chance to get in at the bottom of this channel. This is basically the original upward channel, and this is its extension, this one right here. So that's the extension to the downside. Then price moved against us. It didn't reach the bottom of the channel just yet, but gradually kept moving up. And that's why I actually tried something new. I was saying, well, okay, if we have such momentum like we have here, great. Then I can just try and maybe take a trade here. We might have some movement around this line, and then price could very well continue. That was the rationale behind this trade. Very little position, just to do a bit of experiment. Well, that experiment went south, literally. So this one got burned too. Or this one got burned. This one was actually still open. And then we reached the bottom of our channel. So we actually had a rational argument to take a position. And at that point, I was actually at my trading station. And so I figured I could take a buy trade right here. Okay. Price action was looking good. And then we got this nice candle right here. Okay. And for me, this should have been kind of a crossroads of what to do for today. So option one would have been to get out of the market entirely, since this broke our original idea structure. This could have been option one, which usually isn't a bad decision. I saw price action move down and hit this 2x channel from the top. And this was actually a sign for me, okay, it's hitting support right here. I'm not going to take a trade right here. I guess I wasn't at my trade station either at this moment. So, I guess I decided to wait. And then I got to this point, and this was actually a rational moment for me to say, well, let's get in, because I had support on this 2x channel. Then I will probably also have support on this 1x channel, and also on the mid, so the center of our daily range. And these two combined gave me kind of the rational conclusion to say, well, why not? Price will probably move up from here. So this is the absolute bottom. This is basically a retest, and from here, price should take off to the bullish side. Okay. We had a bit of pullback here, kind of hardly or barely scaping my bypassing my stop. My stop was really not much lower than this actually. And then as I saw price action take a bullish turn, which was good. Again, from here, I wasn't at my trade station, so this was all happening while I was not there. So I wasn't there when this happened. When this happened, and I wasn't there when this happened. Okay. So, and actually we had a classical piggy moment right here. There he is again, the piggy. We were expecting more at the beginning of the day. I guess I told you that we could see some price action even going as high as 116, especially since around 1430, where we also had this time separator right here. We had some inflation news coming up. So this was my rationale behind assuming, or assuming that we could see price action or heights as high as 116. Obviously, we hit this line right here. I guess if I had been at my trade station, I would have probably already taken profits here. My position here wasn't big though. So maybe I probably would have had the piggy moment here and said, well, let's just do a piggy let's ride it out and wait till we get more. Getting a call, sorry. And the second pull up was then happening from here. Again, I wasn't at my trade station. I guess if I had such strong bearish response going down, and then again this bullish movement up, I would have probably taken this profit here, or maybe even here already. Just to be on the safe side, just to get out where we know we could get out. So either here, and this would have been, the icing on the cake. I don't think I would have actually waited until this top. Or maybe if I would have seen this price action is coming back, or maybe this breakout, maybe who knows? But again, I wasn't at my trade station. I didn't see it. All right. So my position was still open here. Then we had the pullback. I think this was about the time where I actually got back. Yeah. So we were already below the top of our daily range, and I figured, I could be lucky, and price maybe bouncing off this line as it did here a second time, and then maybe going, to this barrier, or maybe to this one, but that would be luck more than it would be sanity, I guess. So I did kind of expect price to keep dropping, maybe end at this line, or maybe end at this line. I saw a bit of a bullish price action picking up here, and then also some bearish action, then even going lower to this line. I wasn't expecting this spike down right here. I had already pulled up my stop to 0. So this spike then actually stopped out this position, but we didn't actually lose anything on that position, even though it got burned. So it was a break even stop loss. Okay, so in sum, we had 3 small positions being stopped out today. In sum, we were at the sub 1% drawdown. I think on days like these, I guess you have to make a decision. Either you're going to stay out of the market, especially after these kinds of moves, where you can't really determine, okay, well, what is the range here? What is this channel? What is the actual size of this channel if things like this happen? So when you might want to decide to simply get out and not get in again. You could argue, well, it's such great price action and it's so fast and it's so much. But then I always ask the counter question of, yeah, well, where are you going to get in? Okay, so had I been at my trade station, I think seeing this drop and then seeing also the support coming from this line, I would have probably made the decision to go in with a small position, as I did here, and then just monitor my trade and just be very, very cautious. So probably I would have already gotten out here if I had been at my trade station. Right. This position, I guess, was just a bad idea. So something learned there. Not going to do that again. This position was also way too early. In the morning, we decided to wait for price action to move to the bottom of this channel. And so I should have done that. So I should have waited for this price action to happen before taking my first position. That's what I should have done. I can tell you now again what learned, but sometimes I'm a very slow learner, like in this case. And so, but on the other hand, I always say, if you have an idea, try something out. Put your money where your mouth is, literally. Put up a small position. If you lose it, even in this case, you can kind of pull up your stop and have a break-even stop loss. It's definitely not a shame to lose positions. That's all I'm saying. You have to try out your ideas. see if the rationale pans out, or the idea in your head actually pans out the way you expected it to. Okay. If it doesn't burn, you don't learn. That's what I always like to say. Okay. Okay, so in conclusion, I guess this was a very chaotic day, hard to analyze, a lot of unexpected moves, then a lot of volatility. I was away many times from my trade station. Yeah, just very chaotic. Overall, I regret maybe taking 2 positions today. I shouldn't have done that. I should have waited, been more patient, and I'll try to, again, improve myself going into the future. If you like this video and if you like this content, especially the geometry at work, because, you know, in the end, the geometry worked. Again, it's great support and resistance lines. You can see price action always dancing around, coming back to these geometric lines. And this is the way we work. We believe in geometric structure in the market. If you don't know what I'm talking about, if you can't follow, then watch our introduction video to get more context. I hope to see you next time on our intraday EURUSD analysis. Until then, take care, be careful, but also, you know, take a chance, try something out and see if you can learn. All right, bye-bye, take care.